think. Yes, hello.
It's working.
That was smooth. I like that.
We have never done this before, so it's the first time.
That's okay. It worked out.
Yes.
How are you?
Fine. Still at home, but we find a way. How are you?
Yeah. Same at home. No, it's okay. The weather is nice, so I can read on my balcony and all of that.
I have to say, from this day it started to rain a lot. Yeah, and in the upcoming week it's like only raining, but before it was like 25 degrees and
Oh, that's nice.
we could do some workout in the backyard, but I think today not.
All right, let me introduce you really quick before we keep talking.
Yeah.
So you're twins, and you've been representing the Netherlands internationally.
Yeah.
You are currently the duet you're on the road to Tokyo, so 2021 now. You competed at the 2017 and 2019 World Championships. Also, that was as seniors. As juniors, you were also in the Junior Europeans and Junior Worlds and the European Games in 2015.
Yes.
And now you're trying to qualify your country for the first time since 2008 to the Olympics. So you guys are in good shape for that. So hopefully that continues. So yeah, we're talking about that. So can you talk about what things are like right now for you two in the Netherlands?
It started to change a little bit better. So yeah, I think slowly, step by step, the people is like, listening to the rules and make sure that they stay home and only for the important jobs they can go out. And we are still allowed to go out for a run or for a walk, and to do grocery shopping, but everything has to be 1.5 meters of distance. So the best thing is to stay at home. So we do it as much as we can. Actually, we are always home except for a workout. So yeah.
And how have you managed to stay motivated? And because outside of the pool, you don't really know when you're going to come back.
I think we are like discussing with Estelle also. We have like now the chance to improve some on other stuff like flexibility. We can do a lot at home, so we keep like doing it day by day and a lot of hours, so we can improve that point much more than normally. So now we have time to do more things where we normally don't have the time for. So more land drill and running. We are never running, so now we do a lot of running. So
that's good.
It's a good opportunity.
That's a question I got from at Lynn ML. She was asking, what have you enjoyed most about the quarantine?
I think to explore different things. So we started to do some yoga classes. We did in the morning, more dancing. Yeah, it's interesting. So I think we are now only with the two of us, so we are not going home to our parents right now. Maybe later. And we try to stay and do normal things, to FaceTime a lot with our family, to keep the contact, so we get a little bit motivation of them. And the rest, just have our goal in our mind. So the year has changed. We have 1 more year now, but the goal is still the same. Yeah, the goal is the same.
That was my next question. How did you react when the Olympics were officially postponed?
I think when we heard it, we were like still not sure how to feel about it. If we liked it, or it's like, okay, 1 more year. But I think it's the best choice they made. Because the health of the people is like the most important thing. Yeah. And it's only an event, maybe the biggest event of the sport, but it's still not as important as the health of the people. Yeah. But of course, we know that in 2020 the thing was going to happen. Well, the qualifier first, and hopefully the Olympics. So we knew that it was a big year for us, and now it changed to 1 year more. And I don't know. I think it's also a good opportunity for us. We have time to improve even more and work on a lot of things.
Yeah, for people watching, the qualification tournament was like right now. I think it starts in 2 days. Yeah. So all of us would have been in Tokyo right now.
Yeah, we will leave like yesterday. Yeah. And I think for us the competition was on Monday and Tuesday or Sunday, Saturday and Sunday, yes. So yeah.
Yeah, because it started with teams.
With the teams, yes.
Well, just one more year.
Yeah.
I know, I look at my calendar, it's Tokyo, and it's just all crossed out.
All the competitions. Olympic qualification. No. Next year.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, let's move on to more general questions. People were asking, how did you start synchronized artistic swimming?
Our sister did it before, so we were like going with her to the pool and watch the competitions, and by looking at the trainings, and then the coaches were saying, "Oh, you are twins, it's like perfect for this sport. We want to, and we were also like always in the pool running around, and like we couldn't wait before we couldn't enter the training. So we first had to do training. I really don't know how to say, but learn to swim. Yeah, before we could start artistic swimming. So when we finished that, we directly went to the coach and signed us in.
How old were you?
We were 4.5. Yeah, almost 5. Yeah. So pretty young. Well, I think it's a good age to start. Yeah, for artistic swimming.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, how younger you are, how better, I think. Yeah.
And at xn.oah was asking, have you guys ever swim a duet with somebody else?
Well, I don't think so, not really. Maybe with some trials that we had to swim like with someone else for the national team, but no, not at competitions or no. Always together. Yeah.
How is it swimming with your twin sister?
We don't know how it is swimming with somebody else, but I think we can like connect really good. We can say to each other what we want. Yeah, we are really direct to each other, and like without hurting feelings. Yeah, give her bad feelings or being negative. It's like really strict, and I think that's what does make us better.
Yeah, I asked that question to the Charlotte and Laura in France.
Yes.
And they were saying the same. They can they can also feel each other in a way in the water without
saying
really
something with words. We can feel like, okay, she's not like really happy with this, or it's better to say nothing, or
And so now you live in Hoofddorp, right?
Yeah.
And that's where that's where you train also.
Yeah.
And you live together. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we live together in one house, and we moved 2.5 years ago. Like when Esther arrived. Yeah. And it's pretty close at the pool. It's just 5 minutes driving, and we have now a car, so we have a car since this year. Before we had to bike like 15 minutes, but it's not bad.
That's not bad.
In the Netherlands, everybody is like normally on a bicycle.
Yeah.
So
So because our artistic swimming community was asking, so you're training and living together, what's the most challenging part?
Well, we don't really have a big challenge with each other. We are really used to it, so we are really close. Like from we have born, we are like really close with each other, and we can be ourselves. So I think it's the most important thing, and we don't have really a challenge. No.
Well, that's good. Did you guys ever swim solos when you were younger, or never?
Yes, we have swum a solo twice. We have 2 years we have swum a solo at the nationals. It was under 12. I think we were 12 and 13 years old, or 11 and 12. I don't know exactly. And well, we didn't like it at all. We prefer to swim the duet, but I kind of want to learn how to swim as a solo. Yeah. But just in a private swimming pool without competition. Yeah. So yeah. We prefer more solo, duet and team. Yeah.
Because so right now you swim in team, but with your club only, right?
Yeah, we did it not every year.
Okay.
Sometimes we do it. So last year we did it in a new club. Yeah. And we really liked it. It was like a little bit like with the national team, we were really strict and focused with everything. And with the team, it was more for fun, be a little bit relaxed, and we just had a different kind of training. We had one time in a week we had practice with the team, so 1 hour a week, 1 hour and 2 hours in a week. So it was just to relax and to have somebody else from your age around you, and yeah, we kind of like the spirit in the team, so sometimes we miss that in the national team or in the national duet. We cannot say team, but yeah. So sometimes we miss that, but our goal is really the duet. So that's where we focus on.
Is there plans to have a senior team again in the future, or is it still a little?
I think it won't happen soon, but of course. We want, finally, of course. But for now, we know the Netherlands can reach more with the duet. So by now, they focus also on younger age. And maybe in a couple of years, there will be a team. It will be nice, but for now, only duet. It's not the focus.
Right. So earlier we were talking about that you've moved closer to the pool and everything. Do you want to, I know a little bit of that story, but do you want to explain how it was before for you guys? Because I know it was crazy.
Crazy. Before Esther arrived, we were like every day training with another coach and in another place. So we lived with our parents, but in the weekends we went already to Hoofddorp because on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday we were training. Monday. Yeah, it was like Monday, Friday, and Saturday was in Hoofddorp already. But besides that, it was like training at the club, and we had extra training for figures, extra training to learn how to swim better, like the speed swimming. So every day we had to. Like we were by train going to another pool with another coach, so it was really crazy and mixing it with school. And we were training with Beatrice. I don't know if you know her from Italy. Well, she was a swimmer.
No, the
solist.
The soul, yeah.
So we also had once a week training from her, but it was also in another place. Then we had our normal practices. So it was crazy. It was crazy. So now we are happy that since 2017, since Esther came, we had the possibility to have a full-time training with her in Hoofddorp. So yeah, actually there was only one thing, and that was moving to Hoofddorp. So that's what we did. So now we are here full-time.
So what has that move to one place, one coach, what has that brought you in terms of training and competition?
I think we are really more relaxed now. So we have time for training. We have time to we wake up and do a thing and go to the pool and train and come back and have school. That kind of things. And before it was like, okay, we have to rush from one pool to the other pool and go by train, lose maybe 3 or 4 hours a day because we had to travel. And now we just by car we are there in 5 minutes, and before by biking in 15 minutes. But it's just like a sort of time that we lose doing nothing.
Did you have a day off at all before?
No, before we didn't. Well, it was, I think, Thursday, but we had weightlifting. So it was the kind of day off. On Thursday we had a day off, but we wanted to do the weightlifting with a really good coach. And they were saying, okay, if you want to do it, then it's only on Thursday. It can be only on Thursday, and it's your day off, so you have to choose by yourself. And we were like, okay, we really want to take this opportunity to train with him. And so we did it.
So you've been talking about Esther a lot. So for people watching, she used to be the head coach of the Spanish national team from 2012 to 2017. And then before that, she was with the junior team, and then she came to you. So what has she brought to your, what has been the major change with her in your training?
In our training, well, obviously the full-time training, so we were not used to train with only one coach, but we like it because now you can just focus, you know where to finish the day before and where you can start the day after. And what did she bring? I think a lot of experience. For sure. For sure. But I think also a little bit like we were really insecure about a lot of things. So she was really helping us to come out of our comfort zone and something like that, and be more open-minded. So not only physically but also mentally. And she's really technical, and I think the culture also. So in Spain, everybody is more like open and really, how to say, really extreme, and in the Netherlands we are more like really calm. So
and we got a that's good. We got a question from Olga. She's asking, how long did it take you to get used to her coaching method?
Sometimes we still need to learn about it. So I think in the beginning it was more like getting used to speak in English with her, and make like to learn her, and a lot of things changed obviously. But I think it was quite fast because normally we were training with one coach every week once, and now we're like seeing her every day except Sunday. So if you see each other like 6 times a week, like more or less 40 hours, then it's like really changing. It's fast.
And you answered that question, but people were wondering if you speak with her in English or Dutch. So English is...
We want to learn to speak Spanish, but she wanted to learn to speak Dutch. So like during the training, sometimes you're like trying to learn some words in Spanish, and she was learning some words in Dutch. She is starting to understand it much better. So sometimes she understands what we are saying, and so we have to be careful. So yes, she is really starting to understand it, just the basic things, but that's where you have to start. But the best thing for now is to speak in English.
That makes sense. So she arrived for the 2018 season, and with just 1 year with her, you guys improved by, I think it was 5 points in your free duet and about 3 or something in the technical duet, which is big in so little time for Synchro. Did you expect to improve so fast, so much so fast?
No, not really. No. Well, we knew that of course the training were much better with her, and a lot of people around us were already saying, well, you keep improving like every week almost. So we had the feeling from, okay, something is changing, but not really like having such a big improvement. So I think we are pretty critical to each other or from each other, so we never expect that we are still growing and improving a lot.
So you were talking about the difference between Spanish people versus Dutch people, and it's also the same in the way of swimming. Did she try to sort of make you a little more like Spanish, where it's all about flexibility and maybe a little more dramatic, or is she trying to I don't know, develop your own style? How is she bringing?
No, she really tries to teach us, but it's not like in us, so it's for us a really big effort to do it. So she knows that it's good to have our own style, but to improve we need a little bit from everything. To mix a little bit and try new things, and she has a lot of experience, so obviously we try a lot in the training, new things, and sometimes we are not using it, but she likes to see us that we try to try it, and like in a year she see maybe improvement. So yeah. So definitely she wants more, that we are more like fluent as a soloist. So so yeah.
And she's really pushed you, I feel like, because every year you guys are changing routines, right? So I don't know if that was the plan also this year, because we only saw one competition.
Yeah.
So what do you think about changing choreographies every year? Do you like it, or do you wish you
Well,
could keep
last
them?
year we really liked the free routine, like especially the free routine, also the tech, but we were like, okay, we like this routine, do we keep it like this year the same? And she was saying, well, I like it also, but you are improving like every year, and we can do like more things, better things, more difficult things. So I like to change also the routine to like start from the beginning with again new changes, new movements. So we were not used to change a lot of things, so we had to adapt to it. But now we understand then that if we still want to improve, we need to change things. And yes, that's it. I wanted to say something, but I forgot it. Yeah, but maybe I'm coming back to it.
That's okay. I had a question about well, it's more, can you guys explain the how the federation works on your side with the scoring baseline and how hard it is to just make it to the qualification procedures?
Yeah, it's a complicated thing. So the Olympic commitment in the Netherlands has a goal to reach the ranking of the best 8 countries overall in the Olympic Games or in big events. Yeah, in the sport, like the overall, so not only synchronized swimming, but the overall thing. Are you okay?
Sorry. I have the pollen is really bad here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I'm listening.
Okay. So yes, and there are like a lot of rules by qualify for the Olympic Games, only with the rules of the Netherlands. So beside the International Olympic Commitment, and we had to, well, since last year they always say, okay, you have to reach the finals or the best 8. I think ranking. It was the best 8 from Europe and the best 12 from 10, the world. Yeah, 10 from the world. And since this year they changed it a little bit for the synchronized or the artistic swimmers. So now they changed it to the score. So not ranking but points. And it was better for us because it was a little bit adapted to the, I think, the level of the finals. So we had more the opportunity to reach the finals than the best 10 countries, obviously. So we had to reach it at the European Cup in 2019, yes, in Russia.
In Russia, yeah.
So we did that, and now the next step is to qualify at the pre-Olympics.
So you don't have, now you're good, right? Like even if it's all pushed to next year, you don't have to pass anymore.
No, they keep the, we are like qualified from the Netherlands, and it's like staying there forever.
And that's why the Netherlands hasn't been able to go to the Olympics since 2008 because right.
Yeah. Yes. And we are happy that Esther is here because she can like have changed it a little bit, and she spoke a lot with the Olympic Federation in our country. So she explained them, well, we have in our sport the finals is the best 12. So why did you ask us for the best 8? Because you want to have the finals. So and a lot of things they spoke about, and now they changed it a little bit.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I think, wasn't it in 2000, for the, I don't know if it was 2012 or 2016, they were asking the duet to finish 8th and it finished like 9th or something.
Yeah, it was in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was our coach before, Elizabeth. So our coach before Esther was the duet in 2012. And we remember that it was in our country. It was in Eindhoven. And we don't remember exactly. They will probably, but it was like so close, like 0.1 or 0.2. I don't know exactly. And it was like so close. And they were really good. Yeah. It was really crazy.
Do they set those sort of, well, does the federation set those limits for other sports as well?
It's every sport. Yeah.
Oh, that's tough.
They are really strict.
All right, let me see your other. Oh, I like that question. So it was from Tirza? I don't know. I'm not going to attempt to say the Instagram handle. She's asking, what do you learn from each other?
Well, yeah. I learn, Bregje is better in like the technical part, so I learn from her. And I'm really learning a lot from the mental part. She's a little bit stronger mentally. So we're like giving each other a little bit from this and a little bit from this. But I think overall we have like the same strengths and the same weakness. Qualities, so we're a little bit like the same.
What do you think as a what do you think as a duet your strengths and weaknesses are?
Our weakness is definitely the flexibility. And artistic impression. Also. But it's getting better. But and the strength is the technical part. Before at the juniors it was the figures. But I think when we started swimming, our club was really focused on technical things and not really flexibility. We were not doing a lot of like flexibility stuff, more in the pool, and we had a lot of different coaches in the technical figures, so we have learned a lot about that, but not about flexibility. So we already said about that, but
that's you can work on that. But yeah, I remember you guys are talking about figures in 2017 at the Junior Europeans. I don't remember exactly the rankings, but you were in that top 12 or top 15, I think, in figures.
Yes, I was 9th and she was 14th.
Yeah. Which is huge because it was just you two in the middle of Russians. So
we
that
were really surprised.
So figures pay off, guys.
Yes.
Well, they're not in juniors anymore, but in the lower. Then we got a question from Anna Chen Paris on Instagram. She's asking if you have ever been injured and how did you push through it?
Well, I never had a big injury before. But no, I can say more about this question. I have an injury since more than 3 years now in my shoulder. So some things with my shoulder blades and my nerves in my shoulder are not working really correctly. So I can't really remember the last practice in the pool without pain. So I basically have pain every day. But how to manage it, to go through it? I think the mindset is, if you have the correct mindset, you can push through it. So I tried in the first 2 years. It was really hard to change my mind, not thinking about the pain, and focus on different things. And now I learned to get used to it, get used to the pain. I always have it there, but in some parts of the training I can forget it and try to focus on my correction, so I forget the pain in my shoulder. And it's still challenging every day. So I forget the pain when I leave the pool, and I don't feel any pain only with cooking or driving, sometimes driving by car. But after that, or besides that, I don't really have a lot of pain in my basic life. But when I enter the pool and I dive in, I directly have pain again. So I forget it when I finish, and then I get remembered again when I dive in. But
It's there. Well, hopefully, I'm sure. Are you doing some physio exercises? And
yes.
That's good. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I just got this question today from Marta. She's asking, what is your biggest blunder ever? So your most embarrassing moment.
We have one.
Ah.
Yeah, of course. I think a lot of people know, but it was during the national qualifications for the Olympics in the European Cup in Russia last year with the technical duet. Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh. The pool was like, the lines were like this. We don't know if this was like the point. I think it was because the lines were like this and we had to swim like this. So we were not used to. Yeah, I think it's like something that you normally do, like automatically, like swimming in the correct lines. But something went across her mind when she dived in, and we did like the highlight. Yeah. And we had to spin down, and then I was turning more, and I wanted to correct looking to the lines, I think. Yeah. But the lines are not in a different way. So I turned her like during the figure, and well, it
Oh,
was
you turned her.
Yeah, under the water she was turning me to the correct place. So and then I can move on the figure, but we stopped for some seconds, so we had a penalty, and it was in the tech 14, so we had two different angles, so we had a penalty. So it was at one point we were really happy because we the day before we reached the Olympic.
Right.
Yeah, and then this happened. So, but we learn about it. Now we are like really focused on even more focused about everything. Like, yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I remember that. I remember I got a lot of messages like, what happened to them? And
it was
directions.
crazy. Yeah. Okay. Next question.
Well, next question is, what are your plans for the future or your goals?
For next year, obviously the Olympic Games, and after that we would like to continue for Paris. How we think about it now? Yeah, and after that, I really don't know. I think finish our school also. Yeah, and I think we like also to have like to reach a higher level in the Netherlands here for the artistic swimming. Yeah. So maybe something with coaching, or bring up start young and bring up the children to reach a higher level in artistic swimming in the Netherlands and travel the world. Well, we do it now, but like it's totally seeing different. Something from the country and not only the pool.
What do you guys study right now? You mentioned school a little bit.
We study communication, marketing, economics. It's like one subject. And we started a new school this year, a higher degree. I know it's really different in other countries, how to have the things, the level. So not really university, but we have different things. So yeah, it was a big challenge. So the idea was to study half a year and then take a break to focus on the Olympics. But now things change, so we are like full focusing on school right now. And we are lucky to, with this situation to have more time for school right now and to adjust it a little bit with the training at home. So yeah, and by now I think we still have to go to school for 4 more years, maybe 5. So yeah.
Is it all online? Well, right now, yes, but in general, is it all online school or do you have to go to? Okay.
No. We don't have it, but the ability is to have 3 days a week to go to school. And we did it only twice a week for 2 or 3 hours. Yeah. So in the morning, because it's still 1 hour by train from Hoofddorp. It's in Amsterdam, but the connection is different with the train and the metro and the bus, and we have to walk. So we like the school. Yeah,
well, that's good. All right, let me see. We talked about that earlier, but it was a question from Alice. She was asking how can you improve your flexibility? Like, how did you get more flexible in the last few seasons?
We don't really improve really fast. No, like our weakness is for sure the flexibility. Our body is like not so flexible as we want, and our bones are a little bit stiff. So it's just repeating it a lot of times. Yeah. So before we enter the pool, we already have done like 1 or 1.5 hours of working on our flexibility and things. Yeah. And now we can spread it more over the day, so we do in the evening and we start the day with flexibility. So yeah, now we have time to improve it a lot, and we know it's not changing like in big steps, but we have now the opportunity to do more flexibility. And normally in summer you don't really train a lot of strength when you have holidays. But we keep working on our flexibility, so that's the point where it can like improve. We never stop doing flexibility. Also in the holidays we keep like Christmas break. Yeah, we do every day the flexibility stuff because we know our strength is not flexibility, and we want to keep it and not lose it. Only on Sunday we don't do flexibility on Sunday.
It's a day off.
Yes.
You need that. That's good. All right, let me look at the time. Okay. What is your favorite competition so far?
I think the European Games in Baku. It was really interesting. It was a very nice competition, and it was still with the team. So also that we like that. Yeah. And last World Championships last year was also really nice. And our last Junior Championships, European Championships, because of the results. So, I think every competition has a nice point. I think, so nice memories. Yeah, not really a big highlight for one competition. Maybe the European Games because it was like huge, really special. Yeah, it was really special. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I wish they had kept it. I don't know. I know the next ones they didn't have aquatics at all.
No.
So that's unfortunate because it was for your year in 2015 it was just for the juniors.
Yeah.
But it was still awesome, and it was good to see everybody there, and it's still a junior competition. So and now not all, but a lot of you guys who competed in 2015 are now seniors. So it's fun to see that evolution.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe the next one. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe it changed. Yeah.
That was a question I forgot to ask you. So in 2008, it was also a pair of twins representing the Netherlands. Sonia and Bianca, right? Van der Velden?
Yes.
And do you guys get compared to them sometimes, or did you look up to them when you were growing up?
Yeah, we get compared a lot with them, but because we are twins. We have the connection because they were twins and we were twins, and like everybody in the Netherlands knew them. But to be honest, we never met them. No. Maybe it sounds crazy, but we have never seen them in real life. No. They were like before we started to being good in artistic swimming, so we never saw them swimming. We know them by name, really good. And our old coaches were on training with them, so they spoke about it, but we never met them before. Yeah. Maybe they'll be in the future. But
aren't they? I don't know if they still are, but at some point they were coaching in the US.
Yeah, they are still there.
They're still, yeah.
Yeah. So Liz is always asking us, we have to do a photo shoot with you and Sonia and Bianca, so it will be interesting. Yeah.
It could be fun. But who is one swimmer or artistic swimmer you looked up to while growing up?
When we were young, it was mostly our club members, and we had like a duet, and also our old coach. She was also our coach. She was at the junior duet and swimming. Anouk and Lynn. Yeah. So when we were young, we were really looking up to them, and our sister, obviously, our big sister. And now we have different ones. Yeah, Russian swimmers, Subotina. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that flexibility.
Yeah, we want that. We want that flexibility. If we can have some and the feet and.
I think that's just in the genes. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah. Let me see. I think that's pretty much. Oh, no, sorry. Somebody was asking if you have ever tried any other sports.
When we were younger, yeah, we did some soccer and tennis. And our mom is always telling us that we had some potential in soccer, but we prefer more synchronized swimming, so we choose for that. I think we started already really like in a young age, so we are focusing on that sport and yeah. But we like some mix and try some different things, but we always came back to artistic swimming.
The water, yeah.
Yeah, the water. That was a good feeling.
All right. Well, final question I have for you is, what is the best piece of advice you've ever received and that you want to share with people?
I think not to forget to enjoy the competition. So or the training. So we always forget to really think about enjoying when you are at the competition and really look around you for what's happening. So when the competition is over and we are back in the Netherlands, then we remember, oh, maybe I had to focus more on enjoying the things. So to have fun. Yeah. And I think also, of course, everybody has some days that it's hard to train or like not easy. Mental is not really like happy. You want, but I think to keep in mind that there are always positive things about this and that you like learning a lot and travel the world and I think.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good advice.
Oh, mom is answering or not answering.
Oh, I didn't know it was her. Oh, yeah, a lot of people have been saying hi.
Hi.
Well, it's good she's watching.
Yes.
And you guys also, I hope you'll continue. You've been posting vlogs over the last few seasons of your trips. I don't understand anything, but I enjoy watching them.
Well, we did it only in 2018, yes. Last year we didn't have done it. Well, we like to do competition this year, so maybe we'll continue.
Yeah. That's fun. Well, that was all the questions I had. So thank you so much for taking the time. And I'll cross my fingers. You guys can go back in the pool soon.
Yeah, I hope soon. We have to still, but yeah.
Is there no update on that yet?
No, not yet. So we hope anytime soon, but for now we have a lot of stuff at home, so we can do everything. Yeah. Except swimming, but
he'll come back hopefully.
Yeah.
Soon enough. I saw the other day Israel was back in the pool.
Yeah,
and it made me so happy.
Yeah. I think it's the first country who's back.
I think so. Well, I suppose China is back.
Yes, maybe.
Because I know other teams have, like in gymnastics, I've started training again. So I assume they're back in the pool. I don't know. But
finger crossed.
Yeah. All right. Oh, you guys got another message on the live stream.
Yeah, somebody asked if we can say his name. Rick Houbraken. Hi. So yeah, that's it.
Oh, I didn't say. So I guess it is. I've been working on that pronunciation. So on the left is Bregje, and on the right is Noortje.
Yeah, well, I think you are the best international people that is except pronouncing my name. Yeah. Like her name is pretty difficult. Yeah. But if you can easy to say Bregje Noor, it's a little bit easier. But I think the G is really difficult.
Yeah, one of my friends from Belgium was like over the last few days he was telling sending me sound bites and I've just been repeating it. It's like,
that's working.
Well, you guys had also explained. Yeah, there he is. She's been well coached. But you guys had also I remember you had told me, but it's like you said. There's that sound that's so specific to Dutch, and did it. That's good. Well, anyways. All right. Well, thank you so much. Have a great evening. And hopefully I'll see you soon around the pool whenever that happens. Thank you guys. And thank you people for watching. And the replay will be available for 24 hours. And then I will post it on YouTube as well. So.
Okay. Nice. It was nice. We liked it.
It was. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.
You too.